Well, hey, good morning. Dwayne England and, of course, Captain. I feel obligated to put that out there when I'm standing on the deck of your boat because you are a force to be reckoned with. Tommy Donlin, and we are out here on the water once again, and you, my friend, got out yesterday.
Yeah.
And let's just say it. I mean, fishing isn't like red hot right now.
No.
You know, there was a pretty amazing bite happening out here. And you fish the weekends, you fish when you can, you come out, you don't chase reports, you go make reports. That being said, yesterday was a bit of a grind, but man, you found them.
Yeah, so we went on the outside yesterday, and I kind of had a feeling that, you know, given the tide situation with the big ebb in the morning, that, you know, there might be a pretty good bite on the outside there. So we went outside, went around the corner, just south of Tatoosh, and we worked that 80 to 100 foot range.
Yeah.
And putting the riggers at 50 feet. And that's where we got our limits yesterday. Now, you know, not everybody on the outside had the same success. I'm not exactly sure why that was, because I was, you know, calling in buddies and saying, hey, it's, you know, 80 to 100 feet, it's 50 on the rigger.
Right.
We're using a silver horde, 3-inch, two-face green spoon, right? And we're using anchovies from Harbor Herring.
Right.
And that's what we're using. That's what we're getting our fish on.
Right.
Like this depth, this flasher, you know, and they were trying to reproduce that. And I think a lot of those other boats in that same area were getting one fish. I think I had a buddy boat that had 2 fish.
Yeah.
Now, why is that the case? I have no idea.
It's fishing,
but
right?
it's fishing.
It's fishing,
and we were in them. So
what's crazy is the gear that we looked at this morning. All the things that you know deployed yesterday, and just you had one spoon that was getting it done. You had anchovy in the helmet that was getting it done, and those other options, the coho killers, the other size spoons, the 3.5 and whatnot, not getting sniffed. And it's like, why, you know, those fish are there. You do have some aggressive fish biting, but it's like, oh, I only want this or I only want that.
That was the mind-blowing thing. That was really
it's crazy.
So like, you know, we tried the 2-inch Irish cream, right?
Yeah.
And no bites on that, right? We tried the 3.5-inch two-face tail wagger. That didn't work. They wanted that 3-inch two-face green silver horde spoon. That was it, right?
Go figure.
And then the anchovies. They didn't want a herring, right? Because we had some red label herring, and we were spinning those as well.
Yeah.
You know, same rigs, Rice Davis heads with the wire, and they said no, I want the anchovy. So they were extremely picky there yesterday.
It's crazy to think that they would just take that 3-inch over a 3.5 with the tail wagger. You would think that 3.5 with a little hoochie tail wagger on there would get it done all day long,
right?
Especially if you're running the same exact color pattern as your 3-inch.
Yeah.
No go, right? So can't explain it. You know, it's one of those things that can be a tackle box challenge until you figure out what they want, and then maybe you double down and put that same exact combo on multiple rods. You got to have options, and we have a ton of tackle options today. We've got some other things we're going to run. We may try those. We may try those anchovy spinners.
Yeah, I'm
something different, right? Something different. So we'll be bringing it to you all day long. We're out here on the water with Captain Tommy Donlin, and we are looking forward to a great day. We may have to grind it out. That being said, weather's going to be beautiful. Yeah. Don't have a
small craft advisory or anything of that nature.
No, not like last time we're out here. So looking forward to bringing you the day, and it's time to get the motors revved up here and hit the water. So
let's do it.
Tip up. Where is the elbow?
Hey, rod tips up. I'm like, I don't see the bait. I see the flasher. Over here. Here you go, Tom.
Yeah, a little shaker. Bring it around. Oh, he's off.
You just bring it up a little bit, you should be fine. I'm gonna need somebody to steer the boat though. Or Ty, you gotta net that fish. It's coming up.
Get the net.
Nice work, boys. Number 2 on the boat.
For just. Steer around that back rod, then. You're over there.
Nice work, yeah, that's the keeper.
Yeah, keeper. Emphasize that first.
Just like that, that's how it's done. The hay hook. This is the key. All right, good morning, everybody. You know, one of the things I wanted to talk about this morning is really, you know, troll speed when it comes to fishing for salmon. You know, you'll hear a lot of times, hey, it's, you know, it's two knots, 2.5 knots, right? That's the magic speed. And, you know, one of the things that people typically fail to take into account is, you know, what is the speed of the current going, right? And so if I tell you, you know, troll speed's 2.5 knots, that's on top of the current speed. So, you know, we're out here at Neah Bay right now, just off Wada Island. We just started our troll this morning, and you know, you look at my screen. This is a Ray Marine Axiom Pro, and you're going to notice that the speed that I've got going right now is 4 knots. And you think, well, wait a second. Tommy told me, you know, 2.5 knots for kings, right? That's a magic speed. Well, we came out, and the first thing I did is I just put the boat in neutral. And we just drifted for a while. We were drifting at about 2 knots. So there's a pretty good ebb going this morning. And in order to make your flasher spin, you have to overcome the current that's naturally already there. And so that's why you see us doing about 4 knots right now. We're doing about, you know, 2 knots speed over water, 4 knots speed over ground. So just want to keep that in mind when you're trolling. And that's a lot of times when you hear guys and they're catching a lot of rockfish, or they're even catching halibut or lingcod if you're fishing near the bottom. A lot of times that's because they're working the gear too slow. A lot of times you won't even get a bite doing that because, you know, the flasher's not even rotating, right? It's not even turning over. And so you got to keep that in mind. You got to go fast enough to make your gear work properly. All right, let's go get them. Here, I'll come down.
You got a bigger one.
Still a little bigger. Didn't pop my flasher though. It's just not real big.
Yeah, I saw it. Not a keeper.
Little guy.
Not a keeper.
So we came over here, you were away from these things.
I'll get it, George. Let go of that.
Yo!
That's my fault. Boom. You didn't hear that, Ty. That's not okay.
I tell you, you're hitting it go.
Ty's the master lead banger on my boat.
Oh! Right.
I was down at 50, Tommy. Nice.
Drop down to 50 and hooked up, huh?
Yeah, like right away.
Yeah, let's go. Yes.
50 feet of water, seeing massive marks on the screen.
Good one. Good one. Good one.
Good one.
Good one. Good one. Yeah, good too.
Best fish of the day.
Get there. Get there.
Oh,
Get there.
that's a...
Oh no! You're so close.
All right, it's all right. It's all right, I got him.
Yeah, you're good.
Put us into neutral.
Neutral.
No. Put neutral. Both back into neutral. Are they neutral?
Yo, yo! Yeah, they were. Green light.
Okay.
Green lights on the end. Yeah.
Got it!
Yeah!
Yeah, buddy! Nicely done.
That's a fish. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now.
That's
All right, we're gonna introduce this guy to the wood shampoo.
There you go.
Wanna hold that for me for a second?
Yeah, the wood.
Let's see. Good morning! There we go. I think he's knocked out. You got knocked out. A lot more catch.
Not a lot more. Catch.
There we go.
Nice work. See when you put that bait out nice and slow? That's a good king. Tommy, that fish had to be up at 20, 30 foot of water.
Yeah. Trying to wonder what should we
Come back up now because nothing deep is happening. That fish is mad. It was on an anchovy and a helmet with a 6-ounce weight. We dropped it 80 feet back. And we've been marking fish everywhere from 18 to 40 feet, 50 feet. Okay, whoa.
Here, take this. Hi. Here. You want to do that? I'll take that. Give me this.
Connie, go underneath. Take it to the other side.
Take it off the downrigger.
Oh, buddy.
Don't lose this one.
No. Go around behind it. Yep.
You got it on film?
Wait. There you go. Oh, buddy. Nice. That fish was at 20 feet,
Oh yeah?
maybe 30.
I just rigged that bait and
You
put it
just
down.
set it out. Jackson just set it out.
Nice work, Jackson.
Look at that frickin'
Jax!
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a thick fish. That's a little
That's
tank.
what Tommy don't hit me! Tommy don't hit me! He's like,
Yes. 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 Nice work, buddy.
Sounds like a